Hey guys, since Dobutsu Sentai Gaoranger premiered on February for its 40th anniversary, I decided to talk about one Super Sentai show. Yep, I'm going to talk about Hagachu Sentai Gaoranger. Now, I'm not going to talk about the overall show, the characters, or favorite episodes. I'm only going to talk about the power animals, mainly the last few remaining power animals. We already know about the other power animals, from Gao Lion to Gao Falcon. If you want to go further than that, we already know about the power animals that formed Gao God. Now, let's talk about the last remaining power animals. Gao Kong shows up in the Gaoranger movie, obviously. Gao Panda was officially made, but it was an exclusive figure if you get the Gao Access CD. After that, it was gone and has become really rare. Some can customize Gao Bear and Gao Polar and make a Gao Panda figure, but besides that, the official figure is really hard to find. The next few remaining ones are shown in scans from an art book. I'm going in order from how the wiki for Gaoranger shows them. Gao Peacock, Gao Stingray, Gao Horse, and Gao Mouse do show up in the final episode, but they're shown as cameos. Out of all the power animals, Gao Peacock is one of the most well-described and depicted power animal. It can attach on Gao King's back to become Gao King Swordmaster, which looks really damn cool. Its tails can be positioned normally just like any other Super Sentai toy. Here's where this power animal really shines. Its feathers can become weapons. The center feather can become a sword. Two feathers on either side of the center feather can be a double-headed sickle. The next feathers can become smaller swords or daggers, and the final outer feathers can be a 3-section staff. This would have been cool if Bandai actually made it and sold it. The kids would have fun with it. Next is Gao Wallaby and Co Wallaby. Gao Wallaby is an adult female with a pouch, which carries Co Wallaby, its child. Gao Wallaby can turn into shoulder cannons in a left gauntlet for Gao Muscle, and Co Wallaby turns into a right gauntlet / cannon. The form for this is called Gao Muscle Magnum. Gao Muscle is already a cool robot, so having shoulder cannons and gauntlets to it makes him really kick ass. Gao Tortoise and Gao Tapi, which is a walrus, becomes arms for Gao Guardian in this scan. We'll talk about this when we come back to it. Up next is Gao Manta and Minnie Manta. These two become separate in other combinations. Gao Manta attaches on Gao King's back with its tail detached and forms a large sword. The form for this is called Gao King Aquadiver. There's no scan of where Minnie Manta forms on Gao King. From looking at Gao King Aquadiver, it looks like it can fly and do some aerial combat. This could be the first power animal that can make Gao King fly, which is neat. After that is Gao Boar. This animal would have a gimmick. There's a spinning joint on its forehead, and he can pull a cart that carries 2 large cannons and a pair of drill attachments, which they can be attached on its forehead. It can become a left arm on Gao Muscle with a drill attached, and the cart can form 2 back-mounted shoulder cannons. The form for this is called Gao Muscle Longhorn. Now, if you had Gao Muscle Striker with all that stuff, it would be called Gao Muscle Striker Longhorn. Much like Gao Wallaby and Co Wallaby with Gao Muscle, it's both bonkers and really cool. Coming up next is Gao Bat. This one is really special because there are 2 versions of it. Unlike how Gao Hunter can turn into Gao Hunter Evil and Gao Hunter Justice, this one is just 2 different versions. The good Gao Bat can split to form a right arm and wings on Gao Hunter and Gao Triple. The form for Gao Hunter is called Gao Hunter Phantom, which looks really good. So now, Gao Hunter can fly just like Gao King with Gao Manta. It would be neat to see it being made and looking badass. The evil Gao Bat forms the head and chest armor of Gao Devil. Now, what is Gao Triple and Gao Devil? We'll get to that later on. Up next is Gao Cobra. There's no scan of it, but you can see him right there on this scan. Much like Gao Modillo, it's the same size and it rolls into a ball. It can unravel and become a cobra, hence the name. It can replace Gao Modillo and Gao King Striker. The form for this is called Gao King Varla Tutor. I can picture Gao Cobra being orange or red, and maybe a slightly retool of Gao Modillo? Who knows? Next is Gao Mammoth. Much like Gao Boar, it has a gimmick. It's a motorized toy and has an attachment that can become a platform so that Gao Mammoth can tow it. It can also turn into a centaur mode, while the transformation has become a motorized automatic feature. From looking at the scans, it looks really neat. The Mammoth mode is detailed nicely in the scan, and the centaur mode kind of reminds me of a mix between Bull Taurus and Mogudayo. I'd imagine that the color choice for him is red, since it's vastly different from Gao Elephant. Next in this line is Gao Swallow. This one can form a right arm for Gao King. It has a gimmick that spins and shoots a boomerang. This form for Gao King is called Gao King Boomerang Arm. Kinda like how Gao Hunter uses the crescent boomerang on its chest as a launching boomerang weapon. It would be great if Gao Swallow would be created, and God knows how far it would shoot. Coming up next is Gao Mole. It can attach on Gao Swallow's spinning gimmick for Gao King. This form is called Gao King Drill Arm. That'd be nice to see it in action, but we do have Cube Mogura and Zyuohger. Next is Gao Penguin. Much like Gao Mole, it attaches on Gao Swallow's spinning gimmick to form Gao King Ice Sword Arm. Maybe you can add Gao Polar on Gao King with Gao Penguin and call it Gao King Ice Sword Knuckle, which it can have more ice power. Now that sounds really cool, no pun intended. The final power animal on this list is Gao Ape. There's no type of ape that is known for this power animal. It was released as a toy and is basically a gray repaint of Gao Kong, which I don't mind. I think this one looks amazing with the metallic gray on him. As much as I think the colors for Gao Gorilla and Gao Kong are nice, this one takes the cake. The next few power animals don't have scans, but I'll still talk about them. First, Gao Kangaroo would look like Gao Wallaby. Maybe it's a retool of Gao Wallaby. Second, Gao Ootong, which is an orangutan power animal, is a brown version of Gao Gorilla. Like I said, hopefully it's just a retool. Third, Gao Dial, which resembles Gao Gator, would form the torso, legs, and shoulder cannons of Gao Devil. From looking at the scan, it looks like a heavily retooled figure. Lastly on this list is Gao Jaws, which looks like Gao Shark. It becomes the left arm of Gao Devil. Now, to finish this off, let's talk about the combinations that I mentioned before. Gao Guardian is a combination of Gao Peacock, Gao Tortoise, Gao Toppy, and Gao Wallaby. Gao Triple is a combination of Gao Manta, Gao Boar, and Gao Bat, the good version. Gao Devil is a combination of Gao Bat, the evil version, Gao Dial, Gao Hammerhead, and Gao Jaws. Gao Marquis, or Gao Mercury, is a combination of Gao Swallow, Gao Mole, and Gao Penguin. Gao Guardian looks good, but it might be better with a new scan since there was no more illustrations of it. Gao Triple looks really hardcore. He would be a better companion piece with Gao Hunter. Gao Devil is really cool. Maybe he'll be an upgraded Gao Hunter, or maybe this will be Roki's own personal mecha. Now that would be interesting and really cool if Gao Devil was made. Gao Mercury looks neat. There's not enough details on it in the scan, but it still looks neat. It really looks like Jet Garuda from Chojin Sentai Jetman. Okay, that's all the power animals that never made it into the final product. Overall, this was really fun looking information on these power animals and seeing the scans of them. Now, would I like to see them being made and released? Absolutely. But you have to look at how much it would cost to mold a figure, add details and color, add gimmicks and all other stuff that goes into a figure. It would cost a lot of money to get them all created, but it would be really awesome if they were finally created. Kind of like the Juden Ryu and Juden Sentai Kyoryuger. Yeah, it would cost some money to get the other Juden Ryus made, because for one, they were dead in the show, but most of them are shown in a flashback. Two, it would take forever to get them done, but at the same time, it would be cool if they did create them. However, we did get a Dinos Grandeur figure and a Garumanite figure in Power Rangers Dino Charge. Maybe Bandai America will make more Juden Ryu, but I would still want Bandai Japan to make all the other Juden Ryu. I mean, if Bandai Premium can make Kuro liners from Resha Sentai Tokuger, I think they can do some more power animals and possibly more Juden Ryu. I should mention about power animals number 34 to 38 and 54 to 58. 34 to 38 are Gao Hawk, Gao Vulture, Gao Owl, Gao Swan, and Gao Swallow, which is the one that I covered already. 54 to 58 are Gao Ape, which is what I already talked about, Gao Howl, Gao Crescent, Gao Toad, and Gao Kark. If any of those sound oddly familiar, there's a reason for that. The first 5 power animals are a nod to the mecha from Chojin Sentai Jetman, minus Jet Garuda. The last 5 power animals are also a nod to the 5 animals that form Kakure Daishogun from Ninja Sentai Gaoranger. Once again, Tsubasa Maru isn't on the list. So, I hope you guys had a fun time with this video. I know I sure did. It's just amazing how there exists other stuff that was planned and made, but they never came through. It's like solving a mystery from the past. I'm curious what you guys think about this. It'd be fun to hear your guys' thoughts. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and hopefully the rest of the power animals will be made. Only time will tell. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will catch you later. Gaoranger!